But it's still Friday edition of Vibrant Daybreak, and well, it's the time to talk entertainment. When it comes to entertainment, there are different forms of entertainment, different things that can keep you entertained and make you entertained. One of it, if you like instruments, if you love instruments, one of it are instruments. Well, I love the instruments a lot. String instruments are my favorite kind of instrument. Well, while you're with us in the studio, we have an expert in that field. Promise Ezekiel, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So, I mean, you play musical instruments. Which one exactly?
The keyboard, sir. Piano.
Oh, precisely, just the piano.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. How did the journey start? Was it from childhood, from the church? You know, where did it start?
Yeah, it started from my teenage age.
Okay.
I was 15.
At the time?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
when I started it. So just like a coincidence. But now I know that it wasn't a coincidence because God had it planned out.
Coincidence. So when you say coincidence, what do you mean coincidence? Did you stumble on someone playing, or you just somehow loved? So explain to us what coincidence in that sense means.
Yeah, I was just moving around my street and I saw a guy playing it outside the gate of his house, and I like, wow, I love this. I would like to learn it, and
that was it.
how I started.
So how did you learn it? You met him to teach you, or you had to go through? Most persons who play this thing, they say they started from the church. So for you, what was it like learning it?
Church, no, it's still church. Started from church also. So I started learning from him. Started teaching me gradually. As a poor boy then, God just helped me. Now, it's over 12 years.
And you've been playing the keyboard. Okay. Do you play strictly? I mean, I know you learned from church and all, but do you play strictly, in the church, or you also perform at other, venues that are seemingly secular?
Yeah, I play strictly in the church.
Okay.
Currently, I just have idea on the secular, but I'm basically on the church. And the secular I play is the entertainment part, maybe wedding settings,
Okay.
And ceremonies.
Okay, birthdays, weddings, and the rest of them.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at the keyboard as a musical instrument. It's different from your strings instrument. This time around, you're pressing the keys and all. What's the inspiration behind it when you play? When you try to discover your own tune in that sense?
The inspiration behind mine is happiness.
Okay.
So you're always
Simply.
happy.
Yeah. If I'm not happy, I can't play it well.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
play it. So I get to understand that personally, music is happiness.
Okay.
You can't make music when you are sad.
Okay.
I don't know. Because if I want to play the keyboard, if I'm not happy, I can't bring out my best. So discover that music is the life on its own, has its particular life on its own. So what inspires me to play well is when I'm happy.
Okay.
If you want me to play well, just make me happy.
So did you love music before learning how to play the keyboard, or your love for the keyboard made you love music?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a child, my mom used to tell me when I was 4, when I'm in church, whenever they're having programs in church, I usually run to the music session. So I discovered that music has been part of me from childhood. I can remember my first radio I bought. I saved money to buy it.
Okay.
When brothers and uncles give me money, I keep it just because I want to listen to music on radio. So I discovered that I grew with music. Nothing can separate me from it.
Okay, talking about music, do you sing? I know not everyone sings, but there are those who play musical instruments that sing as well. Do you sing?
Not really. I don't sing, but I have idea on singing. I can coach someone that can sing.
Oh,
basically, I don't sing.
When you say you can coach someone that can sing, you're talking about vocal coaching in that sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's great. Then that means you're a voice coach as well. You're not just a keyboardist or a pianist. Now let's talk about the piano. That reminds me that those who tell you the organ is different from your regular keyboard. Can you clarify that for us, or rather elucidate that?
Yeah, keyboard is in different types.
Okay.
There's one called grand piano.
Okay.
There's one called the organ, and there's one called a keyboard. Now, I see like the keyboard is like the one that contains both the grand piano
Okay.
and the organ.
Organ. Oh.
Because the keyboard has a different sound, like an electronic of its own. So you can borrow a sound from here, borrow a sound from here. The grand piano is on its own. That is, everything about it is only that grand piano you can hear from it.
Okay.
You can't change the sound. You discover some keyboard, you can make guitar from it,
Oh,
you can make
okay.
trumpet,
Oh.
you can make other sound. That's what they call keyboard. People used to miss it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Grand piano is the one that you see that is,
Has a cover.
Cover like this.
Yeah.
and the only thing you can hear from it is that grand piano.
Piano. Okay.
While the organ too is like that,
Okay.
and the only thing you can hear from it is the organ. Just different kind of organs, pipe organs, church organs, reed organs like that from it. But the keyboard one, I used to call it like a cheat because it has everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you have the drum
Okay.
sound. Like that. Some keyboards have the drum
Yes.
sound.
Drum
Yes.
sound. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So imagine having one of all of those things. But then I just want to clarify something, so I'm not mistaken. Is the keyboard, or is it the piano? Is it a string instrument or a
Not key.
key? Because no, someone has said it's a string because you can get strings from it. Am I? See, this is something you can, if you can get what's it called? Guitar sound from.
That's
So is it a key instrument or a string instrument? Let me understand this, please.
Keyboard is a string instrument.
Okay.
A string instrument are the instrument that you can produce it with your fingers.
But you can get the string sound from the keyboard.
Keyboard, that's electronic. It's
Okay.
electronic that converts it.
Oh, it's electronic that converts it to that sound. Interesting.
Yes.
Oh, so if you don't plug to the electronic, it wouldn't even convert to that sound. You see, we learn every day. Because how did the person deceive me that, or maybe I didn't find it, through my
Maybe
findings
you
well.
can do your findings well. So, looking at it, which one is more difficult? I mean, you've given us the varieties of, should I even call it pianos now? Or keyboard?
Confusing.
You've given us different types. Which one is more difficult or more easy to, or easier to learn in that sense?
You mean the keyboard instrument?
Mhm.
The
They're
organ,
all-
keyboard, piano, all of that.
They are all together.
Okay.
The organs is the school of its own,
Okay.
and the piano, the grand piano, they have a different field. So if you want to play organ, you must go and learn about it.
Okay.
It's just a general knowledge. But the keyboard, you can just have idea on everything to play the keyboard, like which I do. So organ is difficult. Grand piano, it's not difficult like
Okay.
organ.
Like organ.
Organ, people that play organ are the specialized people.
Okay.
They go either for the school or you go training for it.
Like yourself.
Like myself.
But then,
Talking about that, just a bit. Talking about that, you mentioned something now that is quite intriguing. That they can go for the school, go to the school rather, you know,
Yeah.
to learn that. What's the process of learning? Like the duration? How many months? Then, what's the cost?
Yeah, a music school
Mm-hmm.
is in different.
And no
Different-
average cost
average
on the
cost.
average.
Wow. Can try, by luck you can see in music school, for a start, you can see like 300K.
Wow, that
Yeah,
expensive to learn how to play, or they teach you other
to
things.
teach you music.
Oh,
Generally.
generally, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Not like the one I do. Me, I do a tutorial.
okay.
I have an institution, but mine is not in a particular venue.
Venue, I
I have
understand.
people who teach for me.
Okay,
They have them all over Lagos.
Lagos, okay,
They do they come to your house and teach you.
and teach you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
They have different kind of instruments. I have someone that teach saxophone, someone that teach talking drum,
okay,
someone that teach the keyboard, like myself,
okay.
and guitar, the drum set.
So how long to learn the keyboard? Basic training, at least basic knowledge.
training. 6 months to 1 year. You should have
Yeah. Wow.
basic.
Basic
Imagine if it's
knowledge.
advanced.
What if it's I was hungry there. What if it's advanced? I mean basic. When I mean basic, you know the when we're young, what we used to do then is do re mi fa sol la si do, and then we say we can play.
Yeah, and the same was like
You know,
play.
but basic 6 months to a year. I mean, depending on the student apparently. But if it's advanced, you know, to play, to entertain people, events and what have you, how long?
It can take 2 years for that.
2 years.
2 years, wow.
Okay, so aside the keyboard, is there any other instrument you play?
Yeah, the acoustic guitar.
Okay. Acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
All right, so I was going to ask, see, you mentioned that playing the organ, is it the organ you mentioned is more difficult than a normal keyboard? It's for professionals. So now the thing is, if you can get all of those sounds in the keyboard, what really is it about the organ that would have to, for instance, I can get the sound of the organ, everything in a keyboard. Why would professionals have to go for the organ? Is there any special effect or special feel and sound the organ gives, or what is it about that particular instrument?
Yeah, organ, a standard organ, when organ is on its own, it has a pedal. If you see people that play organ, they use their leg too. So organs, you can work with your fingers and your legs too, also working.
Okay.
So that one is not for everybody.
Okay.
You must go for the training. So it's very difficult.
Okay.
Very difficult. While the keyboard, you don't need all those things, because keyboard you can carry it, it's just like that. Not like the organ that is big, that is just one place. You can move keyboard from one place to another.
Okay.
So what's the average cost of a keyboard?
A standard, a professional keyboard.
Let's start with the basic keyboard.
Basic keyboard can start from 120,000.
Okay.
Okay.
So if that can be that expensive, then how are the professional keyboard?
A professional keyboard, like the one that is common now, Montage, and the Mode 8. Montage is from 2.5 million upward now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Mode 8 is maybe 1.8.
Okay. And then buying the keyboard, did you have to buy it with the sound mixer, or you just plug on and start playing?
Keyboard, like buying from...
No, if I want to use you mentioned that the keyboard has some sounds. So I don't know. I'm asking, do we need a sound mixer with the keyboard, or you just plug the keyboard to the electric and start playing to produce your sound?
You don't need a sound mixer for it. Once you just plug it to the engine, what brings out the voice, that's all for it.
Okay, as someone who plays the keyboard, I'll then ask, do you produce songs? Because in recent times we see studio sessions and you have producers who produce beat, and at the same time you see them pressing the keyboards trying to come up with sounds to augment the beat that goes with it. So as a keyboardist, do you produce songs?
Yeah, actually I really have a plan to go to that area.
Oh, okay.
I started learning production 2020.
Oh, that's great. 2 years ago.
Yeah, but somehow I reluctant a bit.
Okay.
So I just took a break, which I will go back to it.
Okay.
But I have idea on production.
On production, okay. So I mean, at least you have roughly like a year plus, experience in terms of learning the ropes of production. So you can always fine tune that and delve into it. But I would like to understand, when it comes to production, you have those who will tell you they're producers, you have your audio engineers, you have your sound engineers, those who mix and master songs and all of that. Again, all of these things are interwoven. So the question is, he who produced the sounds, in terms of probably, whatever organ, if they decide to go for the keyboard or the trumpet, saxophone, or whatever it is, that's like the person producing the sound. That producers who just produce the beats and all of that.
Yes.
Now, where does the place of, a keyboardist come in all of this? I'm asking because there are those who tell you that sound engineers, they mix and master, or they're producers. If you delve into production, how would you classify yourself in that regard?
As a producer, as I said, you have to be vast.
Vast, okay, and have an idea of everything.
Yes, you have to have an idea on everything. How is trumpetist with blow?
Okay.
So, or if you can't do that, you can as well bring a trumpetist to come and blow live from it. So, as you said, some people just know how to do the beat. They can't produce this sound.
Produce the sound, yes.
But a good producer must know how to
both the beat and the sound.
And the sound on the keyboard. So it's very necessary. You can't be like someone that has the idea on the keyboard.
Keyboard itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at the business part of this. Like making money from it, because it's not enough to just love it and have a passion for it. Passion without money, well, I don't know, for some people it may work, but for you, what is the business part of it? Is it lucrative? Is it something you can have as an actual business?
Yeah, music is something that brings money a lot in the entertainment world. Although in Nigeria we don't appreciate it as much as abroad.
Yes.
That's why guys quickly like running out. I have some friends which are, when they just got to the America or other country, they make it in a short while.
But then depends the kind of music you do. I don't. If you say music, maybe you streamline it to instrument. Because our Nigerian musicians are even making waves abroad. So I don't know. Probably
I think he's talking about those who play instruments.
Yeah, those who play instruments. Because he said music. So I want to be sure. If you say music, I may disagree with that. Maybe the instrument. That's what you're talking about, right? Or is it music in itself?
Music. And it depends on the kind of music you do also.
Okay.
But I still stand that it is more appreciated in abroad. As you said, our guys, when you like some of them, it's when they go there, they make more waves there than home.
And make more money as well.
Yes.
I mean, Burna Boy said 80% of his income is not from Nigeria.
Well, do you even agree with that?
Yep, I do. I do. We'll get that though. Let's just go on a short break. You're still here with us. That's Promise Ezekiel taking us through the ropes of playing musical instruments, especially the keyboard. We'll go on a short break now. When we return, we'll continue the discussion. Please to stay with us.